For people signed to a record company, for bands signed to a record company, the fundamental problem here is they're not being paid properly. I perhaps should have said that at the very top of the show. They're not being paid properly. In the age of the pandemic, the record company and companies and streaming services were fine. It was the musicians and their crews that went broke. That is intellectually and morally indefensible. That just does not and should not make any kind of sense at all. I can think of no clearer example of the dysfunction and indefensibility of so much of the music industry than that simple fact. Pay them better. Pay them better. Pay musicians who have their songs streamed. Pay them better. Because the money is still in the industry. It's just not going to the artists anymore. And that is a grift. I am not victim blaming here. I'm certainly not, because I get why this happens. But the quicker musicians learn that they are being cheated and learn that it is not just their right, but right itself to complain about this, because it's called the music industry. Without music, there is no industry. They are the content. They are the talent. And they should be getting paid. And I hope that going forward, that musicians are empowered to almost unionize, if you will, and say, hang on, 0.004 pence per stream through record company royalties. That's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. There's a statistic in the book from Fergal Sharkey, the erstwhile singer of the Undertones, who said that you have to have something like 7,300,000 streams per month to make minimum wage. You know, that needs fixing. And if that can be fixed, I think other things are more easily fixable from that point.